Hello, Mustang fans, and welcome to another episode of the Mustang Owners Podcast. I'm your host, John Clore. I'm the Enthusiast Communications Manager for Ford Performance, and I'm joined by my co-host, Mike Ray, who is the president of the Mustang Owners Club of Southeastern Michigan and the International Council of Mustang Clubs. And you know what, Mike? We've always said everybody's got a Mustang story, and that's why we work so hard, folks, to bring you all the inside stories behind the cool cars, the clubs, the collectors, the celebrities, and the characters that are in this Mustang hobby. All we're going to ask is that you just click on the subscription button. We want you to subscribe to the Mustang Owners Podcast, either on YouTube or on Spotify, hopefully both. And so you can make sure you won't miss any episodes when we upload them. And Mike, today there's a really special moment. We're going to go back and we're going to look at probably one of the coolest things we get to do every year being in the Mustang hobby, and that's going to your absolutely knockout wonderful show.
Yep. Been doing it for 20 years now. It never gets old, and you still get wowed in one way or another every year at the show.
Well, folks, we're going to take you, in case you weren't there, to the Mustang Memories show behind Ford World Headquarters. Now, Mike, you've been doing it at World Headquarters for a while, but it wasn't always the day after the massive Woodward Dream Cruise where 1.2 million people show up in Detroit and go on the Woodward Dream Cruise, with just north of the city on Woodward Avenue, where 45 to 55,000 classic are there, and that's a Saturday. And then that Sunday now, that's when you've taken Mustang Memories, which isn't just Mustangs, it's a Mustang and Ford show.
Correct. Yeah. That all changed and became the day after Woodward in 2014 during the 50th anniversary of Mustang. 2013 and prior, it was the Sunday before Woodward. We used to kick off Woodward Week. Now we're the grand finale of Woodward Week.
So for those of you who just, could make it to Woodward, you didn't know where Ford World Headquarters was, so you couldn't go to the Mustang Memories show. Mm-hmm. We're going to take you on a little ride, take you through with some great photos by our fantastic Ford Performance photographer, Joe Deladvitch. And then, Mike, we've also captured some video interviews we did there at Mustang Memories at World Headquarters. We'll put that together as well in this episode. So, folks, buckle up, grab a cup of coffee, and let's go take you for a little ride to take you through Mustang Memories 2024 Moxham's Mega Show behind Ford World Headquarters last August. So, Mike, let's start out with the Here Come the Cars.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Entry, that's the first entry spot coming in, and it's always a huge long line waiting to get into the show, and they're there as early as 6 a.m. when the show doesn't even open till 9.
It's just great to see the cars coming in, and Mike, a lot of the Mustang clubs work very hard to get 100 cars, or some of these guys do 200 cars, and the bigger clubs sometimes can get 250 and pushing 300 cars, but it's rare when we don't see 500 cars or more.
Oh, yeah. We've been averaging, almost 800 has been average for the last 10 years or so. We went over 1,000 3 times, which was in 2012, 2013, and 2014. This year, I think we were like at 816, but it's usually hovering around the 800-ish number the last probably 4 to 5 years.
Well, people haven't been behind. They see the great glass house along Michigan Avenue. It says, Ford World Headquarters, and as you go around back, they don't realize there's this gigantic lot for the employees back there. And Mike, as the cars come in back there, there are covered areas where the executives don't have to sit in the sun and they can plug in their EVs or stay out of the direct sun. And then there are open areas. And this is just one shot of the massive number of Mustangs. And Mike, the way you have got it set up is, reunions and gatherings, as well as Moxham people and all Fords. And what a collection of cars you had there this year.
Yeah, each and every year there's special cars that are always brought out. We try to focus on some one-of-ones, some very limited cars. In the past, we've had the Graffelman Boss, the Shinoda Boss has been there. We've had the Shorty Mustang there. We've had the Western Mustang there. We've had the original Bullet there. We've had Code Red there. It goes on and on and on. And it's one show that you never want to miss because we always have something new.
Look at this beautiful 67 Fastback.
That's gorgeous.
Mustang Memories?
I think that is. I think that's Raven. Yeah.
That's Raven. Oh, that Mustang Marie, we used to our Ford's Facebook gal. She's got Raven. That thing is beautiful. What a great car.
Yeah, that's definitely Raven right there. It's gorgeous.
She got that, brought it in from out of state. There's some of the groups out there. That's a beautiful thing about this show. You'll see Mustangs of all ages. It's not like too many modern day shows, Mike, is all S550s on up, but you go right back from the classics from the early 60s right on to so many of the new S550 and 650 footprint. What a collection of great cars we had this year.
Yeah, just seeing these pictures now, John, me and you are working this show 24/7, so get to see the pictures now is sometimes the first time we get to see certain things because we can't make it around everywhere.
We get to enjoy it along with our watchers. Of course, now that you've had someone on our board to join us from the Motor City Fox Fest, now Motor City Fox Fest has also jumped in and got their show in the middle of summer at World Headquarters. Of course, the Fox bodies, Mike, they're always a big draw.
Oh yeah, and they're getting more popular by the minute.
Yeah, a little forehead GT there. What a great,
look at that, yeah.
Well, those guys all parked together, and but you know what? That goes without saying. They expect to see people want to see the hottest stuff, but it's up to me to bring in the crazy not so hottest stuff. And look at this lineup. You can see this is the classic shot, Mike. With
but with the glass house in the background, that's it right there.
Yeah, and the only thing you can see here is the clouds are getting a little ominous that afternoon with these, and we've been really lucky with Mustang Memories at World Headquarters.
Yeah, yep, I agree, and I think we've never had a rain out, and knock on wood all the time that I've been there. We've had a couple little downpours here and there, but out of the 20 years I've been doing it, I think we've only seen rain literally like a drop hit the ground 4 or 5 times ever.
So when you get there and you park your car, there is so much to see. There are so many gatherings. There are the reunions that are held there. The Moxham people park in one area, the Fords and the Etzels and the Thunderbirds and all the different Mustangs. Mike, row upon row. You get to talk to owners. Music's playing. Food trucks are there. You got a kids zone. The attractions are. It's a day of absolute. Unlike Mustang Alley, when it's just overwhelming smack. You don't get a chance to talk to anybody. Nobody's really at their car. This is a chance to really get together people and see some absolutely stunning cars. And there's another example. Hey, that's under the overhang for those lucky enough to be there.
Yeah. And like I said, we have a live DJ. There's always things that always are happening all day long. Record-breaking 50/50 drawings for car show perspective. Just nonstop. Something's always happening every minute.
Again, if you like pretty rides, that's the place to go. And that's after you thought you saw everything at Mustang Alley. Different crowd, Mike.
Yeah, it's absolutely different crowd.
Well, of course, it's the new stuff that draws the crowd, but because a lot of these guys roll in with these absolute monsters, Mike, that you sell over there going forward. But they fit right in. Any year Mustang, just the perfect spot for it is anywhere, because whether they're new or old, you're sharing the same passion. And as you can tell, man, that's just a beautiful shot from Joe Deladvitch. Great job.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Now I can see there's a few people. Now, you notice something, folks, at most car shows, you see people sitting in the lawn chairs. Not this one, Mike. The lawn chairs are pretty much empty. People are walking the show. You got manufacturers midway. So they go down to vendors area and they go talk with manufacturers and checking out parts and then to all the different food trucks. And so there's so much to do. And to see so many cars. And then once you start talking to somebody, you can just see, look at all the people gathered there just chatting. This is what makes Mustang Memories so great.
Yep, yeah, like you said, you got the likes of RTR, Shelby, Roush. There's 3D Car Care. Everybody is there, so it's a great time to get out and speak to all the big OEMs that are there. That's a great shot right there with the glass house in the background.
That Shelby with this almost looks like a postcard.
Yeah. I've never seen that picture.
Unfreaking believable how that looks.
Yeah.
Wow. If your heart doesn't get racing, seeing Ford World Headquarters in the background and that absolutely magnificent Shelby right there.
That is a great shot. That's got to be the winner so far.
I don't know. This thing's pretty wicked too. Look at this monster. Yeah, they had their display out there, and the cool thing, you get to talk to those folks. It's not like, there's 10 million people. You get to actually develop relationships at Memories because you are making memories. Another great
absolutely.
Shot. What a great shot there too as well. Again, another Joey D masterpiece, if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
Mystic Chrome right there, RTR.
oh, RTR Mr. Chrome car. Oh my gosh. Now, Mike,
That
on
was
the Mustang Owners podcast, we did go out to RTR there in Charlotte and take a look at this thing. Look at how fantastic that
that
looks.
was one of the hugest hits of the whole entire show, was having that car there, and it was in spot one, literally in the manufacturer's midway. It was the first car you seen when you were walking into the midway.
And with that not direct sunlight, boy, the different hues of Mr. Chrome
Yeah,
it just bounces off that very, very cool shot. This is another reason why you want to come and, the vendors like RTR. Hey, there's some guy with a little bit of giddy up.
yeah, but that's on a Celine. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's one of our members' cars. That's a beautiful car.
An S281, great color. You'll see all the aftermarket Mustangs as well, Celines and Bosch Shinodas and Shelbys, and you name it, it's there. Look at that great Cobra. If you like SVTs, Mike, we had the SVT reunion there after the 30th year. Remember the autograph line for those 25 SVT staffers that were there?
Man, that was just incredible, and a memory that I'll never forget ever. And where else? What other show can you get that at?
No, there's so many. Yeah, so many Ford employees walking around that they worked on half these cars.
Yeah, I mean, like that autograph line for SBT that we had at that car show. Name another car show that ever could possibly do that. And we have something special like that each and every single year at Mustang Memories.
We had Neil Ressler, who founded SVT, and Janine Bay, the first chief engineer, all the engineers. Oh, wow. Check out the Detroit. That was the Grand Prix car.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Another great shot.
Pace car, yeah.
That is absolutely stunning. And this is the rows upon rows that you'll get to find some absolutely one-off. You won't see them everywhere. And that's what makes Mustang Memories special for a lot of these folks.
Mm-hmm. I love that car. Another one right there, too, yeah.
Well,
Beautiful.
If you can't fall in love with a classic Shelby,
yeah,
maybe you don't belong at Mustang Memories, but there are some pretty expensive pieces out there, Mike. Now, this guy obviously doesn't want anybody parking next to him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a gorgeous car. I don't blame him.
Yeah, but that car is enough money to he could retire in selling one of those babies. But that's what people want to see: the real, honest to goodness, the real Shelbys, the real classics, the real collectibles. That's why you go.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Oh
yeah,
man,
it's a beautiful convertible.
On the big horses, there's like Torinos. I mean, boy, it's just a mix of everything. And a lot of Ford employees, now that they don't have the PDC car show, they like to come to Memories and bring their Fords out. So a lot of those cars you don't see in Dearborn that often, but they come to this show, Mike.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and look, that's just such a great shot with all the different cars there. Like I said, I like to see the Torinos. I like seeing the Edsels. I like seeing the Cougars that are there. Really cool mixture.
Yeah, a lot of birds too.
Yeah.
Oh, now you see in the background behind this really cool orange '68 coupe, you see what I did. That I put together the Mustang II reunion. This was, yes, the 50th anniversary of the Mustang II, and we brought them all back to Dearborn, where we started the reunions 9 years ago.
Yeah.
This year celebrating the 50th anniversary of the car, and Mike, we had a fantastic reunion dinner where we had one of the original designers phone in and tell his story. We had a history lesson there, great prizes, and then man, we didn't break the record, Mike.
Right.
But we were close.
Came close.
And we had some spectacular.
But guess what? We still own the record.
That's right.
Because the reunion one is the record holder.
That's right. So the Mustang II reunion was there, and this was my first car, Mike. I don't know if you know that. My first car ever was a '57 Ford. Of course, it wasn't a beautiful two-door convertible. It was a gray four-door.
And didn't our buddy Gail Halderman, wasn't one of his first cars a '57 Ford he worked on?
The first car he worked on, is a '57. How cool is that? Look at this absolute beauty.
Yeah, that's incredible.
But as you can tell there, the rain came down, and people were doing some quick wipe downs. When you and I had to run out and do some videos before the rains came.
Yeah, it was a very quick rain, so it was just in and out really fast.
Yeah, little splash there.
Yeah.
Now, there you go. In case you folks wanted to see the new stuff, there's and JD and Susie's trailer was there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always great apparel to get. And all the latest stuff from Dearborn will be at the show, not just all the old classics and collectibles. If you want to see anything new and cool, somebody will bring it to the show.
Yep.
Oh, look at that shot. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Mach 1s or Fox Body, Mike's, one of his first cars was an SVO.
Yep. Yep,
What a
yep. I had an '86 jalapeno red SVO that I actually sold when I ordered my 2005 Mustang.
I'd like to have that big old Ford Performance sticker on the side of that Transit, but now we've
Yeah.
got it. We do, we do have it cleaned up for that day. But yeah, very cool. No matter where you are in the Mustang spectrum, you'll find it at Memories.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Wait a minute,
Yeah.
Mike. Did you have Boxum there?
Yes. Yes, there were some Broncos on site as well. So, hey, it's a Ford, so it's welcome.
Yeah. So Mike is also president of the Boxum, which is the Bronco Owners Club of Southeastern Michigan. And yeah,
We
there were
had
a
we had
bunch of Broncos.
33 the year before, John. Remember when we did the Bronco Corral? We had
Yeah,
33 Broncos there, so that was kind of cool.
but I'd sure love to grab that '67 Fastback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet ride. Oh my gosh.
What great shots.
Oh wow. Oh geez. You know,
Yeah.
you get into any '60s Ford. They had a lot of '60s there this year. You know, and you know, we always have a good footprint of Galaxies too, Mike.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I
No,
just love seeing that mixture there of the Fords, and that's the area I'd really love to see the show grow in is the Ford section. I know it's called Mustang Memories, but it is an all Ford show. So any Ford you have, bring it out to this show.
yeah, you know, John Vermeeshan, he runs a local Galaxy Club. Boy, those boys show up, and John's got a camera in one of his wagons. Those it's just unreal stuff that's at Mustang Memories. And you're
Yeah,
right, all Ford show for sure. Oh wow, this is the place where you want to be. You want to be
we know
hanging
that
out.
car, don't we, John?
We sure do. I think you had something to do with it.
I did sell that car. That is awesome. That's a Semler's car.
You've had Helena Sembler and her husband Ron Sembler on the Mustang Owners podcast on Spotify. Maybe we should have them back now that they've got. Did they order a Brittany Blue?
Yes, and she got a Brittany Blue as well. But look at that car behind there, John, right over to the left.
Yeah,
The Shelby Super Snake, the GT500 KR. That's
yeah.
one of 60 that were built, and I sold that car as well.
Is that Jeff
That's Jeff
Shembry's car?
Shembry's GT500 KR right behind it.
How many of those are in the United States?
There's 60 of those that were built.
I've that's the only one I've ever seen.
Yep, that's the only one that's local that we know of, and yeah, Jeff's the owner of that car, and
What a
man,
cool
is it
car.
gorgeous.
What a cool car. Oh, there
Mach
you go.
1.
Oh my God. For all
Yeah.
you classic SM95 Mach lovers,
Art Hyde is smiling right now.
I think he was there.
Yeah.
Doubt that at all. Very cool shot. Another Joe Deladvitch postcard, really, from the Mustang Memories. You know, it's a little bit of shine on the pavement. Yeah, you know, it wasn't raining when we did our videos.
No, it didn't rain for more than 5 or 10 minutes max the whole day.
Right.
So
Yeah, we did. We got to interview our Farrah Fawcett Majors lookalike. We had
yeah,
Laura Harrett, who was our reunion angel, and she got to come out. And oh boy, oh man,
yeah.
look at the sweet rides. The '69. You know, there are a lot of guys with bosses, and there are a lot of real special early '70s cars. If you want to come out, you like late '60s and early '70s Mustang. They had a big footprint this year, Mike.
I believe that's Paul Geis's 69 Mach 1 that he bought from Ken and Kathy Janis.
Oh,
That
really?
it was all getting ready to be put together. The former president before me, Neil Holcomb, was trying to restore that car, and he sadly passed away, and it just sat in parts forever. And then Paul Geis was looking for one, and they said it was for sale, and he took it and finally restored it all, and yeah, it came out absolutely incredible.
What a beautiful ride. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Now, these guys,
gotta love the old race cars.
yeah, you know, the only thing is, folks, when you do come to Memories and you hear one of these guys pull up, you know it's a race car
Yeah,
because they don't put mufflers on them. I don't know.
yeah.
Man, when this guy came down the row, I mean, I think they don't have to dust all the windows in World Headquarters because it's not called a dust.
Yeah, that's a beautiful 70. Takes you back to the Parnelli Jones days, right?
It really does. That looks absolutely like it came right out of the Trans Am track.
Yeah.
Another car at Memories. Wow. No, I didn't know you guys had. No, that was at the. Was that behind the trailer?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think whose that was.
What if that one of Paul Roche's friends?
It might have been.
Because you know he had they do before the Mustang Memory shows. It's Woodward Week, but they do the Mohawk Track Experience. A lot of the track cars, when Paul shows up with his trailer, they have a lot of the track cars follow him around, and he brings a couple of his great race cars and puts them out on display.
Yeah, Gingerman Raceway, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of Woodward Week. Join us out there each and every year. It's awesome.
Really cool. Really cool. Oh, wow. Oh, look at the where that's that beautiful. Absolutely.
Yep.
This is stunning.
That's a great shot.
This artwork.
Yeah, that's the KR. Yeah.
Another beautiful shot of that car. You sure don't see that. That's, like I said, that's after people cleared out. He just wanted to get one more shot of his beautiful car, get it out in the road.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't drive it too much, Mike, but it's nice to get it to a show.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Did you sell that one too?
That one I didn't, but I've sold plenty like it. That's great.
Trucks are welcome. You got a lot of early.
Yeah.
You got a lot of F1s and F series. A lot of modded cars.
Bring your Rangers out. Bring your Mavericks out. Bring them all out.
Yeah, especially those. Because there's obviously a huge truck footprint at this show, and trucks have a huge following. It's the new cool. So,
and
absolutely.
John, don't forget too, we power Mustang Memories by the Ford Lightning.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Speaking of Ford trucks, who let this guy in?
Isn't that the greatest? That truck joined us for the first time in 2021 at our road tour. Came into registration at Ford's garage and asked if they could register this fire engine because it was a Ford. And we said, absolutely, yes. And it took 4 best of shows that day.
Wow, the kids were freaking out on this thing too. And it runs and drives, Mike.
It does run and drive, absolutely. They drive that thing in.
That's absolutely amazing. Well,
yeah.
Wait a minute.
There's the cool one.
Now, that's a truck that also runs and drives, and actually the refrigeration unit works, and we know this guy.
Yeah, that's Mike Berardi's, Mike and Sue Berardi's ice cream truck, the old school version, if you will.
Yeah.
And they sell ice cream all day long because it's usually hot weather here in August. And all the proceeds go to the Moxham Scholarship Fund.
Right. And if you were able to watch the Mustang Owners podcast from our Woodward coverage from Mustang Alley, we did get a chance to interview both Mike and his wife selling Good Humor ice cream there in Mustang Alley this past summer. It's just so cool. They donate all their proceeds to charity because they're cancer research. What a great couple. And one of the great executives at Ford, all his work all those years. Hey, wait a minute. I know the guy that owns this one. This is my 1977 Mustang II Cobra II. It's a T-top C4 automatic with a built 302. It's been a rotisserie car. It came out of California with an original 60,000 mile car before it was rotisseried by Joe Deladvitch up in New York. And I bought it in boxes. And it was finally put back together by Jeff Yurgovich on R&A Motorsports. And Mike, I've had this car for almost a decade now. And I love bringing it to Memories and driving my little Mustang II around. It was there for the reunion. I just had to be there.
Yes, absolutely. I love that car. I always did since the first time I've seen it.
I might have to keep that picture.
Yeah, exactly. That needs to be on a poster.
That's right. Because, we did walk through the whole Mustang II row. We had a chance now to go to interview some of the Mustang II people, not just Lauren Parrott, who was our reunion angel, but we went up and down the row. We got a couple of great interviews and got to talk to a few people and get their take on being not just at Mustang Memories, but at a reunion at Mustang Memories. So we can take a look at some of those interviews as well.
Yep.
Hey, welcome to Ford World Headquarters in Dearborn, Michigan.
here we are at Mustang Memories, one of the greatest car shows, if not all of North America, at least a one-day Mustang show, to be in the backdrop of where it all happened here in Dearborn, Moxham's Mustang Memory Show. Yes, this year is the 50th anniversary of the Mustang II, but we've got some Mustang fans here. We met on Woodward, and if you see any of our Woodward coverage, you realize this is Mustang Mecca in Detroit during the Woodward Dream Cruise week. So we're going to introduce you to two brand new friends we've made in the Mustang world, and we're going to hear their Mustang story. So you guys, so what town are you guys originally from?
Originally, we're from Milford, Connecticut, but now we're from Huntsville, Alabama.
Okay, and your names?
Chris Romanoff, Nancy Romanoff.
So Chris and Nancy Romanoff, Mustang people had it in their heart, but you haven't had a Mustang for a while, did you?
Well, I grew up with a Mustang with my father, so I had a '67 Fastback that I restored, sold that to go to college, and then I got in the Mustang game a little bit, and then we had a family, so that was out.
Yep.
And then around 2012, I got into it again and bought a Mustang, and Nancy wasn't a big fan back then.
So Nancy, I know Mustangs are kind of a life cycle car. You know, when you're young and you want to have a cool car, you drive around a Mustang, then the family comes into play, and then, oh my dad made me sell my Cobra too because I didn't have a crib and a bassinet when my boys were born. So I traded a car in for a crib. But what got you into getting started with Mustang?
In 2012, when my husband wanted this Mustang, I was against it. And then I sat in it. He turned it on, and I heard that engine roar, and I was in. Then I went for a ride, and I was in love. I loved the car. I loved how it handled. I loved how fast and cool it was around the turns. I was all in after that.
So did you decide, well, Nancy's going to have a Mustang?
Well, yeah, we got into it. We got involved with the Celine Club, which is again about friends and family, and then
Right.
the cars. And come around about 3 years ago, she got a very rare Celine beryllium copper convertible,
Oh.
and that's her car. And now she's fixed. It's fixed on me.
So this is the perfect example of getting involved in the Mustang community and then getting involved in the Mustang again and getting reborn. But something happened, Ford Motor Company is unique with our Club Connect program. We go around and connect with people all over the country. And I was at a show where a kid came up to me, we were giving Mustang posters away. And I said, do you want a Mustang poster? He said, no. I said, why not? He goes, I got a Toyota Supra. I go, well, where's Toyota today? I didn't see, did they fly over from Japan? But we at Ford did want to come to the car shows and interact and have some fun with people. And tell us a little bit about your opportunity to interact with this Club Connect program when I was in Carlisle, Pennsylvania for the All Ford Nationals.
Well, one of the things about Carlisle is there's a lot of car parts for sale, which is not so much what I'm into, but I loved listening to you talk. So when I sat there, I realized there's so much I don't know, and you were so awesome in what you were teaching us. And I remember asking a lot of questions, and my nickname in our car club is Details. And I was asking you a lot of details about the car, the engine, and you were answering them, and they were so cool. And I love learning about all of this.
Well, we love just being out and engaging, and the fact that you came to that little seminar we do at Carlisle every year and enjoyed it. And to be able to say, Ford cares because they showed up here today, and not only just to throw some cars at you,
Right.
You already have Mustangs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of selling you anything, it's getting you involved in how wonderful 60 years of this car is.
Well, every time we come to a car show, I always say to my husband, is John Clore going to be there? Because if you're going to talk, I'm going to listen.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got some new material for next year. I know every year my wife is saying, some of the jokes they actually told me some of my jokes are dad jokes. So if you like dad jokes, come hear me talk. A lot of clubs ask me to come out. We come to car shows all over the country, so if your club is interested, we'll bring the Club Connect van, set up a tent, give away posters, maybe speak at a banquet. That's what we do. And that's the best part about the Mustang hobby, getting out and meeting with everybody. So I can't thank you enough for coming out and speaking
Thank
up
you,
about
John,
that.
so much.
No, you guys rock, and I'm glad you had time to be on Woodward and get yourself that new Celine.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to say, but before we met you at Carlisle, we had one Mustang. And after seeing a faster horse and listening to you, we just bought our 10th yesterday. So, John, you're draining the bank account. You gotta stop.
Well, thank you. I might not be a Mustang influencer on Instagram, but I sure love being at car shows with you guys. Thank you again for joining
Thanks
us.
a lot.
Okay, Nancy.
Have a
Hey,
great
guys,
day.
take care. And that's another Mustang story for you, and we can't make it any more fun than that. I got to tell you though, hey, did you see? I see someone. It's Farrah Fawcett Majors. Hey, come on over here, Farrah. We got Farrah Fawcett today. Farrah, how are you?
Nice. How are you?
Hey, and Farrah's mom. Hey, let's just say a few words. This is Lauren Parrott, and Lauren has been our supermodel when we did our first reunion. If you look at the banners in there, you remember that, what, 9 years ago?
I do.
Okay, so she's back again this year because now it's the 50th anniversary of the Mustang II, and you're going to make a lot of people happy. Did you see the cars we have out here today?
I did.
We're probably going to set another world's record. I mean, now I'd like to think that it's because we're at Ford and we're in Detroit, but a lot of it's because of you. So we're going to be following Farrah around today. We're going to take some pictures, especially with white Mustang IIs with blue stripes. That's what she drove.
Yes.
So make sure you look for that. We'll do some special photo shoots and coverage with our reunion angel. No, she's not Farrah, but she's better than Farrah. Lauren Parrott. Thanks, Farrah, for coming up.
No problem.
Look for that later today. Mustang Memories, Ford World Headquarters. Mike Ray, you've done it again.
Yeah, this is amazing, Don. Look at that sky. It's all
I know,
blue.
the sun came out
85% chance of
when the
rain, and
Mustang
we're all
II
good, aren't we?
50th.
That's excellent, yeah. I was a little worried earlier, but sun came out like it should on a Mustang show.
It don't rain on a Mustang Day here.
No.
Well, let us tell you, folks, this is the 50th anniversary of the Ford Mustang II, and like we did back in 2016 to have a national reunion, we hit it out of the park again. We got some great cars here today, and Mike, we have the super rare convertibles, we got low mileage cars, we got the rocket car Mustang, we got Monroe handlers. I mean, this is the place to be. King Cobras, Cobra 2s, and that's why you're here, Richard.
That's right.
That's right. Your Cobra 2
Yes.
is very much like the Charlie's Angel Cobra.
It is. It's
Did you
the
do that
same
on
year.
purpose?
No, actually I bought the car before that show even showed my car.
Now, Mike,
But now look, he brought it here, and guess what? Farrah appeared, right?
Right, she did. It was amazing.
so you never had a chance to meet Farrah before.
No, I didn't.
Mike, what was the whole idea? Like, what's the value add with bringing someone like Lauren Parrott to be Farrah?
Absolutely. Did you not enjoy that?
Oh,
And that
yeah,
there,
that was fun.
the famous
Yeah.
poster, and
Yeah,
it was
she
just
signed something for me, so I'm all
absolutely
good,
great.
yep.
We had her here at the first one. She was such a huge hit, and then this year just came back, and look at that perfect car and that specimen
Yep.
right of the
I
actual
love it,
poster.
yep.
Yeah.
So there are not too many original owner Mustang IIs. That we've got a couple in Moxham, I know, in the club. But having this Charlie's Angels look-alike, this beautiful Cobra 2, blue over white, was the super classic. It's the reason why Cobra 2 sold. There's got to be a reason, Richard. What was it about this car that got you sold in 1976?
Well, I just like the looks of it. It looked similar. I've always wanted a Cobra before, and now I could actually afford one. So I walked into a dealership, and there it was, and I said, I got to make that mine.
Do you still get to drive it? I mean, other than the Moxham show?
Oh yes, I drive it when it's nice. No rain like today.
Yeah.
I drive it as much as I can. Yep.
Mike, having them come to the anniversary, that's the perfect time to bring it out. I mean,
The love we get right here, as you see by the number of cars here, is absolutely incredible for the
Yes,
love for
it is.
Mustang II.
Yeah, I love the rows of Mustang IIs.
Yep.
So it's nice to see them.
Yep. Yeah, I was just blown away earlier about seeing those four handlers there in a row.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Absolutely
something
crazy.
that we do every year here at Mustang Memories. We make memories, and that's what the show's all about. And Mike, having the reunion this year, if we don't break or tie a record, I'd be surprised. But that's when you love Mustangs, and God knows, well, next year it could be some other Mustang. Mike, you keep bringing them out of your hat. We just got to keep this going, making memories for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the reason why you come. I hope you enjoy seeing these. We're going to get a lot of great footage of what's going on here, what are some of the great cars. But I believe we still have more Mustang IIs to look at. So, Mike, let's keep going. Thank
Absolutely.
you,
Thank
Richard
you for
Tanner,
coming.
so much
Thank
for
you.
bringing your car.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Well, Mike, we're back in Mustang II area again, another record Mustang II turnout. And again, we've got probably one of the rarer Mustang II Cobra 2s because, after the Farrah Fawcett car, the white with blue stripes, people said, hey, there's got to be other combinations. And sure enough, Chuck Quick out of Zealand came down with this beautiful blue over white. I tell you, the white stripes on this blue metallic is one of the coolest color combinations ever. And I know one guy that's super happy you brought it down, our club president, Mike Ray.
Absolutely, and look at the old cling he's got in that windshield, John. That's from the first reunion. It kind of matches those colors, doesn't it now?
You were at the first Cobra reunion?
Yes, I was.
When we set the record.
Yes, I was. And I had a personal invitation from a gentleman named John Clore.
Who's that guy?
And so I obliged, and I was so happy that I did. It has been fantastic. So when the 50th came along, it's like, have to go. So,
Mike, I didn't notice that, but
that's perfect.
And now he's got the second one. We'll have, the one with Lee Iacocca on it. 50 years of Mustang II. When did you get this car?
1980.
Wow. Yeah.
So I've had it 44 years. Took it on our honeymoon to the Smoky Mountains in 1983, and have been driving it and showing it ever since. Been having lots of fun with it, and appreciating all of the rest of the Mustang IIs here today.
That's that man there.
Yeah, no, we look at that. Look at this. Just row after row after row Mustang IIs. It's awesome. So that's what you like to say for you guys. It's absolute heaven, especially Mr. Clore, right?
Yes.
So everybody knows Mustang Memories is about making memories. That's all we do, and everyone has a Mustang story. And as you can tell with this beautiful blue Mustang II with white stripe Cobra 2, Chuck's got the same kind of deal going on here. Let me tell you, this is a sweet car, and that's why we do this, Mike. It's like, and every year we'll have, if somebody has an SN95, Fox Body, first gen, we have a Gail Halderman Award, Mike. I mean, it doesn't really matter the Mustang.
Right.
And we just find out the year, and then try to make, from those years, a memory of it. And then let your magic on this show do the rest. The question was everybody had in their mind today, we thought the numbers would be down because there was some cloudy skies, but Mike Ray, how'd you do this?
I did a long, big prayer, and those skies are as blue as can be right now, almost as pretty as the Mustang, right?
Yeah. Well, I got to thank you for bringing your car. You're part of history today. We again set another record, so keep it going. Keep that Mustang II, Cobra 2 going on the road.
Yes. And I want to thank all you folks here, and it has been fantastic. And we live on the other side of the state, and so a 3.5 hour drive, but wouldn't miss it.
Awesome.
Just to be here, Mike, for memories.
That's absolutely, we appreciate it more than you'll ever know.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
No, our pleasure, and that's what Mustang Memories is all about. Guess what? We're making Mustang Memories. Come on in, Ara Ezekiel. No, come on in. Come on.
Come join the fun.
Coming on. Here you go in the middle
Ara
too. With us.
Ezekiel, Ford designer of the Billboard Cobra, which is right over there. Coming out, this is what makes Mustang Memories, not just Amy's great little 75. This green, Amy, what is it? Is it metallic green? What's the actual color? Dark yellow green with the great green seats. If this doesn't scream 1975, I don't know what does. And then, Mike, can you imagine? We get these original Mustang IIs coming to the reunion, and then you get Ara to come out and see some of this handiwork.
That's what makes these Mustangs Memories so special. You get so many people who actually worked and touched these cars and live here and in person. So you don't even know, and they're walking right here, and they've graced your cars. They'll sign your cars, they'll talk to you about it. And I was going to say, if you didn't remember the color, Ara might know it.
Yeah, a lot of work goes into these guys that, who knew 50 years ago that all of a sudden at World Headquarters, we'd have a reunion and see this many great Mustang IIs. And Amy, that's because you brought yours out. Thank you for doing this. Did you plan on coming to the reunion all of this, maybe when you first heard about it?
As soon as I heard about it, I was like, it is going on my calendar. I've got to make this trip.
Have you made any other Mustang II friends that you hadn't known before?
Yes. The Mustang II group is so great. Everyone looks out for each other. Everyone's so friendly, and I've made so many new friends. It's amazing.
Mike, isn't that what you say? It's not the cars?
It's the cars that bring the people together, and then the people are the ones that are lasting in the relationships forever, right? So, yeah.
Art, do you enjoy being out here seeing all these things?
Oh, yeah, it's been a great experience. Really fun.
It's
Bringing back memories, absolutely.
Mike, and that's what this is about, Mustang Memories. Yeah, we're at the Mustang II reunion. There's a couple other reunions going on, Mike, and you've got so many great cars today.
Yeah.
Everything from De Tomaso Panteras to pickup trucks and Broncos. It's all about memories. Thanks for coming, Amy.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate you guys being here.
Amazing show.
Yes, yes.
Mustang Memories. Let's keep it going, Mike.
Yep, thank you.
I put the Boss 302 in it in 1986, 87.
Wow.
I ran it at 302 displacement until 05 when it needed to be rebuilt. So I stroked it out to 347.
347 stroker.
And I ran that until last year.
So these are fuel-injected twin fuel injection units that were replacing the 4-barrel?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, fuel injected.
Look at that setup.
So yeah, back in the day, folks, if at the Mustang II reunion, you might just think you see all classic Mustangs, but let me tell you, Peter Wilcox's Mustang II here, this billboard Cobra, which was designed for this man here, and yeah.
Thank you very much for doing that.
There you go.
As I'm the original owner of this car, and it's staying with me. So long as I can drive it, I'm going to be driving it.
Well, Mike, there goes the next question. When are you going to sell it to me?
Well, like, look at that. I mean, there's a designer of your car that you got right here at this show,
you made
right?
this stand out, and then Peter took it to the next level, standing on the performance side. Now he's got a family heirloom, Ara.
Absolutely fantastic. It's beautiful to see.
When you look at it, it doesn't look 50 years old.
No. Neither do I, but
Mike, how do you think that this reunion got this big? I mean, is it something that you want to do every year to keep bringing these memories back for everyone?
Well, there's a little guy on the Mustang II world. His name is John Clore. So he's very good at rounding a few of you guys up. And it seems every time we come to Dearborn, we set a record. So we did it on Reunion 1, and we're doing it again today. So that's absolutely amazing to have all you guys here, the great tight following that you all have, and your love and passion for the Mustang II.
And I think part of it, too, is when you see this car, it's one thing to see it in the glory that you made it, and it still stands out. It still looks
absolutely. That's what the intention was, and it's good to see that it's still working. Thank you for doing it.
And then Peter, there's got to be people that come up to you and ask you all about the build.
Oh, I always asked about it. A lot of people can't figure this build out.
Yeah.
This is a fresh build. In fact, when we arrived here on Thursday, unloaded off the trailer, this engine had 0 miles on it.
Oh my God, really? Wow.
This engine is being broken in
Here?
in Ford's home in Dearborn.
Literally in Ford's backyard, right?
Yep.
Well, Mike, this is
awesome.
This is what it's all about.
It's getting broken in with the glass house in the background. There you go.
It's all about Mustang memories. Thank you again, Peter, for bringing it out. Ara, thank you for your great creation. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have reunions.
And people like Peter.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Keeping up the tradition. That's fabulous.
Yeah.
It's all about memories, Mustang memories. Okay, you know, Mike, I tell you what, we could look at 10,000 more pictures. I'd love to go back, but you know what? We just wanted to share a lot of these cool memories we had from Mustang Memories, and the reason is you put this show together is to do just that. Did you coin that name?
No, I did not. It was there before I got there, but it's the most appropriate name that I can say for our show and for our club. I mean, you know, that's what we do is we create Mustang memories for everybody, any participant of the show and any member of the club.
Well, folks, that's absolutely the truth. We hope to see you after the Woodward Dream Cruise this year at Mustang Memories, where, Mike, you've got a couple other reunions. You got Thunderbird reunion. The Thunderbird turned 70. I know Cougars are coming to town. You got 4 GTs.
And 35 years of the 7-Up Mustang.
Oh my gosh! I mean, there's so many great things happening there. Not just after the Woodward Dream Cruise. Should you get a vitamin C, just come back to World Headquarters next year. Mike, thanks for sharing this time with us.
Yep.
All right, folks, well, that's a wrap for this edition of the Mustang Owners Podcast. But don't forget to check out the enthusiast section of FordPerformance.com this week. And if you haven't already done so, you can register your Mustang Club or Facebook group at FordPerformanceClubConnect.com. And for that matter, you can register your Mustang at FordSpecialVehicleRegistry.com. You can also find out what Mike's Mega Club Moxum is up to just by visiting their website, Moxum.com. And as always, Mike and I welcome your comments, your suggestions on the podcast. You can send them to us at clubhub@Ford.com. So until next time, we'll just have to catch you down the road.